clear that schedule, baby. Columbus. Taking my boys to the Arnold.
We're gonna be so swole. I need to start going.
Good morning, YouTube. We are hitting a back day. Had a solid earlier than usual check-in, so probably would have weighed in a little bit less, but trying to kind of maintain weight. So we were up 0.1 pound, weighing in 2 hours earlier than we normally would. So might have been a little less, yeah, with just 2 hours of no fluids, maybe a little bit more sleep. Yeah, that could be another 2 to 4 pounds. So feeling good where we're at. Looks right where we want it to be. Muscles are staying full, not looking too flat just yet. We'll probably get a little flat when we cut out some carbs next week, and then replenish in the peak week. So energy is feeling good, motivation's still really high, strength is still really high, so feeling really good. Got one more rep on that one than we did the previous one. So we'll get one more set here with chest supported rows, then we'll move on to a pull down variation. Ooh. Not bad. So straight weight the whole way through, no changes, 4 sets, same weight, just shooting for over 10 for all sets. Started off with 16 and we got 14, 15, and then finished with 11 there on that last one. So solid set. And stimulus was really good, so we didn't really change anything. Typically we'll do a drop set, but this weight felt really good today, so just kept it there as long as we can get more than 10. Little diverging motion here on this pull down. A little bit stronger with this movement overall than the kind of fixed wide cables. I definitely need to keep those in the mix because it's helping with my lat spread quite a bit. So we'll probably hit those as kind of our secondary pull down movement today. But we'll hit 3 sets here and then either go 3 sets over there or hit a single arm row variation in between. I kind of like to mix it up and go vertical, horizontal, or just alternating between the two. You can't really just get away with just horizontal or just vertical in terms of upper back full development and musculature, because there's certain muscles that don't pull vertically and there's certain muscles that don't pull just horizontally. So So instead of dropping the weight for the 3rd set, we added a performance pin. So we kind of an automatic drop set. We got 10 reps with the straight weight that we've been using, and then just a couple extra reps with slightly lighter weight and some lengthened partials. So we'll move on to a single arm row variation, and then we'll get those wide grip pull downs in. Okay, so back on the chest supported row here, just to make things super simple. The only thing that really bothers me is the other side moves. So it's kind of like, at first it's a little distracting, but then you can kind of get used to it. But obviously love doing the unilateral work. It allows us to really lengthen that one side and focus on that all at a time. So always gonna do at least one unilateral exercise. Get that extra length, especially for the lats, just because their growth is so dependent on length and getting a really good stretch. My taste in ice cream matches my taste in women. I need some butter pecan. What was that one song? It was like butter pecan, Puerto Rican. It was a Lil Wayne song, right? Retweet. Whew. One very helpful cue here is dropping that oblique down just a little bit. Not so much that we're rotating it, but just dropping it down so we can get this shoulder kind of prioritized into this low kind of moving path. It's just gonna help keep the lats in good length without excessive rotation or trap activation. Ooh. Another huge thing I think a lot of people don't consider is systemic fatigue of even a unilateral exercise. So yes, I just use my left arm. I'm gonna go into my right arm, but you still need a rest between sides. There's a lot more that goes into recovery than just the muscle itself. It's a lot of central nervous system and just overall energy systems. Did you get my text? Clear that schedule, baby. Columbus. Taking my boys to the Arnold.
We're gonna be so swole. I need to start going.
You can't make them do the work. I thought you were talking to me, and then you said braids, and I was like, thinking braid my beard for my show.
Yeah. She's not responding to me. It's kind of hurting my feelings. Maybe she's busy, you know? Or she's sick. I don't know. But it's been 2 weeks.
You know,
Said the bird flu going around.
it's good. When people are busy, it means they're good at what they do.
The bird flu? The bird flu.
The ovarian flu or the avian flu?
Oh.
Remember, we had a teacher in middle school who was like obsessed with the bird flu, and he's like, the bird flu is going to end all of us. There are birds everywhere.
That sounds like our old economics teacher, Mr. Marley. It's very conspiracy theory driven in every movement and every statement.
Well, because all he did was watch Fox News. Is he even on? I thought he's off.
He's off.
Hasn't everyone gotten canceled? Scripps. We went to a Coldplay concert at Fair Park like a couple years ago.
Oh, all right, yeah,
And they have like a kinetic track. So they had people running on the track, and that was like powering the concert. And they had people like riding bikes, and it was all the kinetic energy was like fueling the lights for all the concerts. No, they had people like subbing in and out.
I was thinking like they travel on the tour, they got one job, just cycle. Just nothing else but cycle.
Interesting. I was like, dang, they have some great stuff in endurance.
Is a rear delt focused row. So not really trying to isolate the lats. For some reason on my back days when I'll put foot pressure into the ground and my foot will just start like cramping. And I'm like mid-set, I'm just like, I gotta just keep going.
It's the 8th, right? The show's the 8th.
The 7th. No, because the day before he's going to be shaving me. He's going to be doing all sorts of stuff. He's got responsibilities. Just do some.
Like a first, second, and third.
Get a Cadillac's gift card. We'll keep it local. Yeah, just have the best ugly Christmas sweater. No, we're gonna have a voting, an applause-o-meter. So a lot of variety and different angles here for rear delts. Just a high volume movement, just some muscle groups that are very high endurance. So hitting them from different angles, changing up the movements, trying to just get everything we can out of them. It's kind of the hard part about shoulders is they're pretty complex, you know. in terms of your medial delts kind of needing their own focus, front delts getting a lot of pressing activation, rear delts getting some activation when you pull, but they're never gonna be able to pull the majority of the weight. So doing that row variation where we can kind of isolate them a little bit more, then going to some dumbbells just to get some blood flow, and then going here to really isolate that more downward motion, kind of that A-frame finishing position where we can really get that rear delt nice and short. So we're gonna spam these for a while. My inner 300-pound open bodybuilder. Whew. Yeah, just trying to go heavier on these standing incline curls. I feel like I usually just get a pretty decent pump, but I feel like sometimes it takes like, 20 plus reps if I go any lighter than this. So try to find kind of like more of a 10, 12 rep max range. Try to just push that for as long as we can, and then have some back down, more just kind of higher rep volume sets, but really trying to focus on kind of that hybrid of strength and hypertrophy in the 8 to 12 rep range. Finishing up with some single arm, just kind of concentrated preacher curls here with a cable machine. Again, I like doing these with a cable machine because we can maintain tension all throughout and really just focus on bracing through the armpit, driving that tricep into the pad the whole time. And then of course, just making sure we're getting a pause in that stretch position where we're gonna get a little bit more of a shortened bias towards the top. So just again, I talk about this a lot, full spectrum, kind of well-rounded, three-dimensional training for every single muscle group. Just capping things off with a little bit of slow, controlled ab work. Now that we've kind of uncovered them, we're just looking to make them pop a little bit more. That is a wrap for today. Solid back session. Everything felt really good, felt really strong. Just kind of emphasizing heavier loads, good quality contractions, and then not a whole lot of modifiers or intensifiers, just kind of straight sets with the same weight the entire time, outside of 1 or 2 sets with a performance pin. But a lot of rear delt work, a lot of isolated lat work, and then of course just finishing with some biceps. Again, a little bit heavier than usual, and then just touching up on abs just a little bit. So we're gonna get some cardio in, a little posing practice later today, and just keep at it. Good, solid check-in today. Feeling really good about where we're at, and just excited for the day to come. Excited to put it all on stage. Thanks for liking, watching, following, subscribing, loving, hating, all that stuff, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye.